2014-07-16, it's a withdrawal in the amount of 250 at Naledi Shopping Center, AC Katlehong.
Uphinde ekhishwa ke imali ngomhla ka-16 kuJulayi ku-2014 imali engange 250 eNaledi Shopping Center eKatlehong.
Ngiyayibona.
I see that.
Next transaction 2014-07-17, withdrawal in the amount of 200 rand, Magic Meats ATM Center Katlehong.
Phinde futhi ke kukhishwe ke imali engango 200 rand mhla ka-17 kuJulayi kunyaka ka-2014 khona la iMagic Meats ATM Center eKatlehong.
Ngiyayibona. Sacela nje ukubuza okunye
I can see it. I have a question though.
ukuthi kungani lokhu ibhale absa ngapha esayidini yonke le ndawo le ibhale uabsa kodwa iStandard Bank lesi kodwa lokhu ubhale uabsa ngapha kusuka nje phezulu kuze kuyofika phansi kubhale uabsa.
Why is it now in this document it's written ABSA on
No,
the first column? So I
No.
see that it's ABSA.
Is SBSA, Standard Bank of South Africa.
No, I see ABSA le. It's Standard Bank of South Africa. Balinciphisile leli gama.
Okay.
ABSA.
Noted.
When we're dealing with exhibit EE5, on the 8th of November, there's also a withdrawal at Magic Meats in Vosloorus.
Masibheke ke lokufakazi lokubesingabo ke izolo kuyavela ukuthi mhla ka-8 kuNovember la kuye kwenzakala le transaction le khona lapha endaweni yase Magic Meats eVosloorus.
Yeah.
Yes.
You still maintain that you are unable on your version to state as to who made this withdrawal on the 17th of July 2014?
Usasho futhi namanje ukuthi wena wazi ke ukuthi ubani wakhipha imali mhla ka-17 kuJulayi kunyaka ka-2014.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you were at the Brakpan License Testing Center on the 17th of July 2014, is that not correct?
Kodwa mhla ka-17 July ku-2014 wawuse license department leya lapha ke eBrakpan kunjalo?
Makukuyithiyo leyo date leyo ngangise Blackburn.
If that is the date, then yes, I was in Brakpan.
You were there, you first made a telephonic appointment, then you, shortly thereafter, you went in person to confirm the appointment and to pay the booking.
Waqala washaya ucingo ke ukuthi ke wenze le booking le wase uyaya wena lapho mathupha ke ukuthi ke uyoconfirma leyo booking leyo noma uyoqinisekisa ke leyo booking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you still, so you were in Gauteng on your version on the 17th of July 2014. Are you still maintaining that you don't know who conducted this transaction, the withdrawal of 200 rand?
Isho ukuthi ke mhla ka-17 kuJulayi ku-2014 wawukhona la eGoli. Manje ke usaqinile noma usamile emazwini akho ukuthi ke awazi wena ukuthi ubani owakhipha le mali.
Namanje ngisathi angazi ukuthi ubani wakhipha le mali phakathi kwami nombani ngoba mina mangila eGoli. Mangila eGoli bengilisebenzisa leli khadi leli. Noma ngikhona nami umbali belisebenzisa leli khadi leli.
I still maintain that I do not know as to who used the card on this day because I was as and when I'm in Gauteng, I would use the card, and Bali also would use the card whether I'm in Gauteng or not. She would use the card, so I'm not in a position to say as to who made this exact withdrawal.
You'll recall that you had to pay 108 rand for the learner license booking in cash.
Uyakhumbula ukuthi kwakumali ke ukhokha imali engange 108 rand kule kwa license department.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, was this withdrawal of 200 rand not for that purpose to pay for the booking for your learner's license at Brakpan?
Manje le 200 rand ekhishwe la kwakungeyona yini eyokukhokha ke lapha ya kwa license le 108 rand.
Cha, ngoba ngishilo ukuthi uma ngifunda izinto zesikole mina imali yakhona ngithatha ekhaya.
I've stated that if I have anything to pay for with these school-related issues, I take it from home.
Yeah, so, sorry, the
Ngoba la
date,
kungcoba bantwa kunesikhathi la eshow le mali le ikhishwe nini ngoba ngabe iyasilamulela ukuthi uthothi ikhishwa le mali le mina angikho ngile la eBlackburn thothi le mali ngoba ibethi ikhishwe eKatlehong nje.
It was going to be of great assistance to us if there was time on this document indicating as to what time was this transaction made. Then it's possible that maybe the money was taken, was withdrawn after when I'm no longer there.
sorry, you were at Brakpan on the 22nd of July, 2014.
Bose Brakpan mhlaka 22 July 2014.
Bengithuthi nge18 nge17 umshushisi.
I thought you were now
Yeah, sorry.
referring to the 17th.
Sorry, it's the 22nd. You were in Brakpan on the 22nd of July, 2014 at 14:07.
Bose Brakpan ngomhlaka 22 July unyaka 2014 ngo 14:07 isikhathi.
You made a pre-booking on the 22nd of July, 2014 at 13:55. And you then at 14:07 went in person to pay the booking fee of 108 rand.
Wafona ke ufonela lapha yake eBrakpan wenza ngo 13:55 waseke uyayeke khona lapho ngazo zona i22 July 2014 waseke ukufanele ukuthi ukhokhe le mali enga 108 rand.
Cela ungiphindele.
Can you please repeat that for me?
Certainly. We put the proposition to you that you were at Brakpan on the 22nd of July, 2014. You made a telephonic booking at 13:55.
Mhlaka 22 July ngonyaka ka 2014 ke wena wafona ngosikhathi saka 13:55 wenza ke ibooking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then on the same day at 14:07, you went in person to confirm the booking and you paid an amount of 108 rand in cash.
Wase kuthi ke ngo 14:07 wase ke uyavela wena noma uyaya wena mathupha ukuthi ke uyokhokha nale mali engango 108 rand.
Lale.
I'm listening.
As we put it to you previously, you were in Gauteng, and I think you've considered that you were in Gauteng on that date, the 22nd of July, 2014.
Njengoba sesishilo ke ukuthi ngalelo langa mhla ka 22 July wawukhona la eGoli na uvumile ukuthi ngalelo langa wawukhona la eGoli.
Njengoba namanje ngisasho ukuthi eGoli mina bengiza bakukhona izinto engizozenza lapha eGoli njengoba ngangizokwenza leyo booking leyo nje ngangizile la eGoli kwakumele ngibe la eGoli ukuze ngiyokwenza leyo nto leyo.
I still repeat that I would come to Gauteng as and when I had to do other things in the same breath of making this booking. I had to be in Gauteng for me to make this booking.
And mangiqede ngikwenzayo ngangihamba ngibuyele ekhaya ngoba bengihlala ekhaya.
After completion of what I would be doing, I would then return back home where I was residing.
All right, the next withdrawal, 19 July 2019, in the amount of 300 rand, Naledi Shopping Center, AC Katlehong.
Did you read 2019?
No, 2014-07-19.
Okay. Kunale transaction ke yenzeke mhla ka 19 kuJuly unyaka 2014 kuyimali engange 300 rand yenzeke khona lapha ke Naledi Shopping Center eKatlehong.
Yayibona.
I see it.
Next transaction, 2014-07-21, it's a withdrawal of 300 rand at Naledi Shopping Center, AC Katlehong.
Kanti ke futhi kuphinde khishwa imali la mhla ka 21 kuJuly kunyaka 2014 imali engango 300 rand khona lapha eNaledi Shopping Center eKatlehong.
Yayibona.
I can see it.
The next transaction, 2014, this is now the date before your learner license appointment on the 22nd of July, 2014.
Le transaction le yaka mhla ka 21 July 2014 yenzeka ke usuku ngaphambi kokuthi ke uyobhala wawuzobhala mhla ka 22 le mali ke ikhishwa mhla ka 21.
Ngiyayibona.
I can see it.
Do you still maintain that you cannot remember who performed the transaction?
Usamile emazwini akho ukuthi ke awazi ukuthi ubani owakhipha le mali.
ngoba ngisho ukuthi kungaba nzima ukukhumbula ukuthi ubani owadraw le mali ngesikhathi ukuba le mali le ikhishwe eBlackburn mhlawumbe ngabe ngikhumbula kahle ukuthi yimi engayikhipha imali ngise Blackburn kodwa manje ngoba ayikhishwa ngeBlackburn le mali ikhishwe eKatlehong ngisekuleso simo sokuthi angikhona ukukhumbula ukuthi ubani wayesebenzisa le card ngaleso sikhathi leso.
It is with difficulty for me to remember as to who made this transaction, who performed this transaction or withdrew this money. If it was showing here on this document that it was withdrawn in Brakpan, I would then confirm that it was myself. But because it's not showing here, I'm then unable to say who made this withdrawal.
Next transaction, 2014-07, 24, it's a withdrawal, 200 rand, Naledi Shopping Center, AC Katlehong.
Saka 24 July 2014, wakhishwa ke imali engange 200 rand khona lapha eNaledi Shopping Center eKatlehong.
Ngiyayibona.
I see it.
This is now 2 days after you've been to the Brakpan DLTC.
Sekuyinsuku ezimbili ke emveni kokuthi ke ube ubuya lapha ya eDLTC eBrakpan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ungenzeka ukuthi mina ngase ngisekhaya vele ngoba mangiqeda lokho engikwenzayo bengihamba ngibuyele ekhaya.
And it is possible that I would have been home by that time because immediately after I finished doing what I was here for, I then leave and go back home.
Next transaction, 2014-07, 26, it's a withdrawal of 200 rand at Naledi Shopping Center, AC Katlehong.
Phinde khishwe ke futhi imali mhla ka 26 kuJuly ku 2014 imali engango 200 rand khona lapha ke eNaledi Shopping Center eKatlehong.
Yebo ngiyayibona.
Yes, I can see it.
Next transaction, 29 July 2014, it's a withdrawal, 400 rand, Naledi Shopping Center, AC Katlehong.
Bese mhla ka 29 ke uJuly 2014 khishwa ukuthi futhi imali engango 400 rand khona lapha endaweni yaseNaledi Shopping Center eKatlehong.
Yebo ngiyayibona.
Yes, I can see it.
Next transaction, 2014-08-14, it's a withdrawal in the amount of 400 rand at Boxer Nongoma, ATM Center Nongoma.
Mhla ka 14 kuAugust unyaka ka 2014 khishwa ke imali engango 400 rand eBoxer Nongoma ATM Center Nongoma.
Yebo ngiyayibona.
Yes, I can see it.
Do you still maintain that you cannot remember as to who made this withdrawal?
Usasho namanje ukuthi wena ukhumbula ukuthi ubani ke owakhipha le mali.
Ngoba ngishilo ukuthi lonke lama withdrawal la angikwazi ukuthi ngingakhetha awami ama withdrawal ukuthi nawo awami nawo ngesiwona awami ngoba lento sinesikhathi eside angisakhumbula ukuthi awami ama withdrawal imaphi akamba limaphi.
As I've already indicated that I am not in a position to can select other transactions and say I'm the one that made those transactions because I did say that some of the transactions were made by Mbali and some of the transactions were made by myself and it is a long time that this thing or with regards to this card has happened.
But according to your version, Mbali was based here in Gauteng. Why would there be a withdrawal in Nongoma?
Ngokuya ngawe ke uthe uMbali bekumuntu ohlala la eGoli manje ke ubezokwazi kanjani ukuthi ke kube ne withdrawal le kwaNongoma.
Lento le uMbali uhlala la eGoli ebehlala la eGoli.
Mbali resided here in Gauteng
Umbali akusho ukuthi mayehlala la eGoli akayi eNatal.
and when Mbali stays here or resides here in Gauteng it
Umbali-
does not mean that she would not go to KZN
Umbali beya ekhaya
and Mbali would go home
kodwa ebehlala la eGoli
but she was residing here in Gauteng.
ngoba ngishilo ukuthi uma wengane yami lo.
And as I've already indicated, that is a mother to my child.
Did you have any bank cards on you during this period?
Ngaso leso sikhathi ke bekukhona yini amabhangi amakhadi wakho wasebhangi obowunawo wena waphethe kuwena?
Cha bengekho.
No, there weren't any.
Did you give Mbali all your bank cards?
Umbali wamnikeza wonke amakhadi wakho wasebhangi?
Ebemathatha amakhadi amasebhange behlala ngibale and isizathu sokuthi ehlale ngibale ngishilo ngathi umbali nginengane naye angisekho eduze kwakhe sengise ekhaya so kumele kule makhadi la uma kukhona umuntu ofaka imali eStandard Bank esebenzise leli khadi uma kukhona umuntu ofaka imali eCapitec esebenzise leli khadi uma kukhona umuntu ofaka imali eNedbank asebenzise leli khadi leli.
I did say that I had 3 bank cards and all the 3 bank cards, I left them with Mbali. I did indicate to this court that I have a child with Mbali and I would tell her when there's money or deposit made to the Nedbank card, when there's a deposit made to the Capitec card and when there's a deposit made to the Capitec card as to which card must she use, but I had left all 3 cards with Mbali.
And mina nama ngifuna imali noma ngisekhaya bengitshena yena umbali ukuthi akangikhiphele imali anginikeze imali ephathisa imoto ezihlaya ezemakhaya.
And as I'm home and in need of cash, I would tell Mbali to make a withdrawal for me and give it to the people who would be driving down to KZN.
Every Friday kunemoto ezihlayo esuka eGoli eziya emakhaya hayi emadrobheni eziya emakhaya.
Every Friday, there are cars that would drive down to KZN, not to Johannesburg.
Ngithi hayi edrobheni eziya emakhaya.
Eziemakhaya Street. Pardon me, my lord, I had made an error with regards to saying that the cars that are leaving from Johannesburg to KZN, the motor vehicles would drive straight from Johannesburg to the homelands.
Yes.
Yep.
So amakhadi ayengimbali ke.
Yes, the cards were then with Mbali.
Yes, sorry, I just missed. How would you then get the cash from Mbali?
Uthi boyithola kanjani ke leyo mali suka kuMbali?
Ngithi njalo ngolesihlanu kunemoto ezisuka eGoli njalo ngolesihlanu kunemoto ezisuka eGoli eziya emakhaya.
What I said was that every Friday, there are cars or vehicles that would leave Johannesburg or Gauteng to the homelands.
Yes.
Yep.
So uma ngifuna imali bekwazi ukuphathisa lezo imoto lezo ifike zikunikeza imali ekhaya.
So when I'm in need of money, she would then withdraw that money for me and then give it to the people so that they can give it to me.
But why was there such an arrangement between you and Mbali?
Manje kungani kunalo lo hlelo lolo phakathi kwakho noMbali? Kungani nani ihlele ngaleyo ndlela leyo?
Angazi ukuthi ngizothi kungani ke mayemshuse ngibuza ukuthi kungani ngoba amakhaya ahlala ngale mina ngangihlala emakhaya umbali nginengane naye.
I don't know why the prosecutor or how is the prosecutor saying how or why was the arrangement, because I'm saying that I was residing at the homelands and the cards were with Mbali.
Yes, but on your own version, you let Mbali keep 3 bank cards and you have to make do in waiting for people who come to KZN that would bring money that comes from Mbali.
I think that is getting very. I think that only demonstrates that Mr. Sibiya was a loyal person. It's surprising everybody that such an arrangement can be there, but that was their own personal arrangement, madam. I don't think that has got anything to do with this case, unless specifically that is been driven to a certain point, madam. He says basically had 4 cards and all 4 cards were in possession of Mbadi, madam.
Yes, Master Ramos.
There is nothing unpeculiar with that, madam.
Yes. This is.
We will
By the way,
we leave it there, my lord, for argument at a later stage. Were this accounts linked to your cell phone?
Wayexhumanisiwe yini lama account nomakhalekhukhwini wakho?
ebe reporter kumakhalekhukhwini wami ukuthi uqale ngasiphi isikhathi angisakhumbuli kodwa ebe reporter wona.
Yes, these accounts would report to my cell phone as to from which period I do not remember.
Right, next transaction, 2014-08-22, it's a withdrawal in the amount of 100 rand at Naledi Shopping Center, AC Katlehong.
Bese mhla ka-25 ku-August ke kunyaka 2014 khishwa ke imali engange 100 rand eNaledi Shopping Center eKatlehong.
Yayibona.
Yes, I see it.
Next transaction, 2014-08-25, it's a withdrawal in the amount of 100 rand at Naledi Shopping Center, AC Katlehong.
Mhla ka-25 ngo-August 2014 khishwa ke imali engange 100 rand eNaledi Shopping Center eKatlehong.
Yebo ngiyayibona.
Yes, I see it.
Next transaction, 2014-08-30, withdrawal, 200 rand, Naledi Shopping Center, AC Katlehong.
Futhi mhla ka-30 ku-August 2014 kukhishwa ke imali engange 200 rand. Imali engange 200 rand khona lapha eNaledi Shopping Center eKatlehong.
Yebo ngiyayibona.
Yes, I can see it.
Next transaction, 2014-08-31, it's withdrawal, 150 rand. It says Agent Bank.
Mhla ka-31 ku-August ku-2014 kukhishwa imali engange 150 rand kodwa ke ibhala ukuthi Agent Bank.
Ngiyayibona.
I see that.
Are you able to comment on that?
Ngingathanda ukuphawula kulokho.
Cha anginakho ukuphawula ngoba belokhu ngishilo ukuthi angikhumbuli ukuthi ubani wayeyidroba kanje.
I do not have any comment as I've already stated that I cannot remember as to who was making this withdrawal.
You also said earlier on you cannot remember, or you don't know what is meant by Agent Bank.
Uchaze futhi ke wathi ke nokuthi Agent Bank ichazani awazi.
Cha angazi.
Yes, I don't know.
Next transaction, 2014-09-04, it's a withdrawal. 50 rand, Naledi Shopping Center, AC Katlehong.
Mhla ka-4 kuSeptember kunyaka ka-2014 kukhishwa ke imali engango 50 rand khona le eNaledi Shopping Center eKatlehong.
Ngiyayibona.
I see that.
Next transaction, 2014-09-10, it's a withdrawal in the amount of 400 rand at Naledi Shopping Center, AC Katlehong.
Mhla ka-10 kuSeptember 2014 kukhishwa ke imali engango 400 rand eNaledi Shopping Center eKatlehong.
Ngiyayibona.
I see that.
Next transaction, 2014-09-12, it's a withdrawal in the amount of 450 at Naledi Shopping Center, AC Katlehong.
Khishwa futhi ke mhla ka-12 kuSeptember unyaka 2014 imali engango 450 khona lapha eNaledi Shopping Center eKatlehong.
Ngiyayibona.
I can see that.
It's correct, we've been through this, that on the 15th of September, you set for your learner's license test at Boksburg, is that correct?
Wahamba ke wayobhala ke ilearners yakho eBoksburg mhla ka-15 kuSeptember kunyaka ka-2014.
Umshuthi simayisho kanjalo yebo.
If the prosecution is saying that yes,
Ngoba idata angikhumbuli mina ngathi.
because I personally don't recall the date very well.
So this withdrawal of 12 September 2014 is 3 days before your learner's license test.
Manje ke le mali ekhishwe ngomhla ka-12 yenzeka ke insuku ezintathu ngaphambi kokuthi ke wena uyobhala ke ilicense yakho ngomhla ka-19 kuSeptember ku-2014.
No, 15 September.
15 September, pardon me.
Ngiyayibona.
I see that.
Kodwa ngoba bengishilo ukuthi mina izinto engifundayo ayihlanganisi lutho nalezi zinto lezi zamabhenki.
Like I've said earlier that everything that's got to do with my learning has nothing to do with the bank.
Right. Next, transaction 2014-09-19 is a withdrawal in the amount of R1,000. It's at the Carlton Center, ATM Center, Carlton Center.
Mhlaka 19 September 2014, kukhishwa ke futhi imali engango R1,000 eCarlton Center, ATM Center, eCarlton Center.
Ngiyayibona.
I see that.
So this is 4 days after your learner's license test on the 15th of September 2014.
Le transaction yamhla 21 le yamhla 19 lapho so kukhishwa khona imali engange R1,000 insuku ezine emveni kokuthi ke so ubhalile ilicense yakho mhla 15 September 2014.
Yebo ngiyayibona.
Yes, I can see that.
And you still maintain that you are not the one who, or you cannot remember who conducted this transaction?
Usamile ke emazwini akho ukuthi ke akusuwena noma ke awusakhumbuli ukuthi ubani owenza le transaction.
Ngithe kunzima ukuthi ngingasho ukuthi ubani wenza le transaction ngoba leli khadi salisebenzisa sonke nombalo lisebenzisa namanye lisebenzisa.
What I said is that it is with difficulty for me to can say as to who made this transaction because myself and Bali were using this card.
Ngoba ngishilo sekunesikhathi eside kakhulu so akulutho ngakhumbula yonke lento leyo ukuthi ngesikhathi esizokwadraw abani isikhathi esizokwadraw abani isikhathi esizokwadraw.
And further mentioned that it's been long and I'm not in a position to can say that who withdrew here and who withdrew there.
Next transaction, 21 September 2014. It's a withdrawal in the amount of R400, Naledi Shopping Center, AC Katlehong.
Mhlaka 21 September 2014 kukhishwa imali engange R400 khona lapha eNaledi Shopping Center eKatlehong.
Ngiyayibona.
I see that.
Next transaction, (2014-09-21). It's a withdrawal, R400, Naledi Shopping Center, AC Katlehong.
Mhlaka 21 September 2014 kukhishwa ke imali engango R400 khona lapha eNaledi Shopping Center eKatlehong.
Ngiyayibona.
I see that.
Next transaction, 2014-09-25 withdrawal in the amount of R500, Naledi Shopping Center, AC Katlehong.
25 September kunyaka 2014 kukhishwa ke imali engango R500 eNaledi Shopping Center eKatlehong.
Yebo ngiyayibona.
Yes, I can see it.
Next transaction, 2014-09-29, is a withdrawal in the amount of R700 at Randbeck ATM Center, Randbeck.
Kukhishwa futhi ke imali mhlaka 29 September imali engango R700 endaweni eseRandbeck ATM Center eRandbeck.
Yebo ngiyayibona.
Yes, I can see it.
Next transaction, 30 September 2014, it's a withdrawal in the amount of R700 at Naledi Shopping Center, AC Katlehong.
Kukhishwa futhi imali mhlaka 30 September 2014 imali engango R700 eNaledi Shopping Center eKatlehong.
Yebo ngiyayibona.
Yes, I can see it.
Then the last transaction, 2014-10-01, it's a withdrawal in the amount of R200 at Naledi Shopping Center, AC Katlehong.
Eyokugcina ke yenzeka mhlaka 1 ku-October ku-2014 la kukhishwa khona imali engango R200 Naledi Shopping Center, AC, Ekatlehong.
Yebo ngiyayibona.
Yes, I can see that.
Yes. On the net bank withdrawal, exhibit triple E, in brackets 5. On the 21st of September, there's a withdrawal at 12:01:54 in the amount of 600 rand at shop 11A and 11B, corner MC Johannesburg, using the Nedbank card. But again, on the same day, 21 September 2014, there is a withdrawal in the amount of 400 rand at Naledi Shopping Center, AC Katlehong.
Mr. Baloy, I'm not following which document are we on?
Yes. The first document that we are using is the one from yesterday, Nedbank, the spreadsheet.
Yes. And you're referring to which date? The 21st of September?
Yes, it's one to the
third one.
the fourth transaction from the top, 21 September 2014 at 12:01:54.
Thank you.
There's a withdrawal in the amount of 600 rand at shop 11A and 11B, corner MC Johannesburg. And on the same day, this is now on the Standard Bank card, exhibit triple E7 or Standard Bank account. There's a withdrawal on the 21st of September, same day. The amount is 400 rand at Naledi Shopping Center, AC Katlehong.
Manje ke kule statement lesi sayizolo sase Nedbank yabonisa ukuthi mhla ka 21 kuSeptember ku 2014 isikhathi ngu 12:01:54 yabonakala ukuthi kuyakhishwa ke imali engango 600 rand e shop number 11A 11B khona MC eJohannesburg. Inde kuvele ke kulesi sase Standard Bank ke istatement ukuthi nalo ngalo lona lelo langa lelanga 21 September 2014 kwakhishwa ke imali engango 400 rand eNaledi Shopping Center eKatlehong.
Ngale.
I'm listening.
Do you have any comment?
Khona ungathanda ukuphawula ngakho la?
Angazi ukuthi ngingaphawula ngithini mina makukhishwa imali emakhadini ehlukene ngosuku oluyi-1 ukuthi lokho mhlambe kuyinkinga noma kusiyona inkinga.
I do not have a comment because I don't know how to comment when there's two transactions from different accounts or from different cards. There was a withdrawal made on both counts on the same date. I don't know if whether there is a problem or what.
Ngoba la kuno 2014-09-19 kudrowe i-1,000 rand eCarton Center kwaphinde kwadrowa i-1,000 rand eLiseti ngosuku oluyi-1. Angiboni lokho futhi ukuthi kulicala umuntu mayenze lokho.
And on this Standard Bank statement, there is a transaction on the 19th of September 2014 where an amount of 1,000 rand was withdrawn. And also there's another transaction, for this one was made in Carlson Center. And then there's another withdrawal from of 1,000 rand also that was done in Lesedi City ATM Center. I don't know if there is a problem there.
Yes. So you're saying this Mbali who was carrying your 3 cards possibly made 2 withdrawals from different accounts on the same day?
Manje wena ke uthini uthi lo umbali lo njengoba wayephethe amakhadi wakho womathathu uye wakhipha ke imali ngapha nangapha asebenzisa amakhadi ahlukile.
kusho lokho
It means that's the case.
ngoba lamakhadi kungawami so shuthi umshushisi mayingathi akusiyena umbali usho ukuthi yimi engenze le nto le ukhipha amakhadi imali ngapha nangapha.
No, those are my cards, yes. But what is the prosecutor saying? Are you saying that if Mbali is not the one who made these transactions, are you saying that it was me who made those transactions?
Yes.
Ngisho njalo.
Ngithi umbali mina engayikhipha le mali ngapha nangapha kusile icala ukukhipha imali ngapha nangapha
What I'm-
emakhadini angawatshotshanga emalini engatshotshwanga.
What I'm saying is that there's no problem in Mbali withdrawing money from different accounts or using different cards, and when the money is not stolen from the cards that she did not steal or that are not stolen.
Again, on the net bank account, on the 1st of October 2014, this is now exhibit triple E in brackets 5, the net bank account. On the 1st of October 2014, at 17:31:25, it's just below the transaction that we've just dealt with.
Yes.
There's a cash withdrawal of 200 Rand at shop 11A, 11B, corner MC Johannesburg. And also on the same day, 1 October 2014, there's a withdrawal from the Standard Bank account, also an amount of 200 Rand at Naledi Shopping Center, AC Katlehong.
Sibona lana ke ukuthi ngomhla ka-1 ku-October ku-2014 ngesikhathi saka 17/31/25 wakhishwa ke imali engango 200 Rand khona lapha ku-shop number 11A and 11B khona MC eJohannesburg. Bese nakulesi statement ke sase-Standard Bank siyabona ukuthi mhla ka-1 ku-October ku-2014 wakhishwa ke imali engango 200 Rand khona lapha eNaledi Shopping Center AC eKatlehong.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you also saying there that Mbali made withdrawals from 2 separate accounts on the same day?
Manje usasho njalo wena ukuthi ke nala umbali uyokhiphe ke imali emakhadini ahlukene ngelanga elilodwa ngosuku olulodwa.
Ngoba ngisho ukuthi leli khadi le Nedbank hlala ngibale lambali le imali yakhe lesungena la. Leli le Standard Bank elami lihlala ngibale. Imali yami ayisebenzisa umbali nami ngiyayisebenzisa.
I did say that this Nedbank card is exclusively used by Mbali. It's Mbali that's using, it's her money that's in there. And this Standard Bank card, it's my money that she uses and I also, it's the money that she uses and I also use.
Kungenzeka umbali akhiphe imali ngapha kuleli khadi aphinde futhi akhiphe imali ngapha kuleli linye ikhadi.
And it's possible that Mbali will withdraw on this other card and also withdraw on this card.
And what would be the reason?
Isizathu kungaba yini?
Ay mhlawumbe umbali ongakhona ukwazi izathu kwakuyini mhlawumbe mayenza kanje. Angikho kwiposition ukuthi ngimphendulele.
I'm not in a position to can answer on her behalf. I think Mbali is the correct person to can come and answer to that.
But did you not ask her? Because as you were saying that the transactions, you got notification of the transactions on your cell phone?
Awuzange ke wena umbuze ngoba ke uchazile ukuthi ke yayireporta ke efonini yakho ke.
Angaze ngize ngimbuze.
I never asked her.
If I can just ask you to go back to that transaction of the 17th of July, 2014 on the Standard Bank account, exhibit triple E7. That withdrawal of 200 Rand at Magic ATM Center Katlehong. So that we have revisited the evidence of Sup Matlow. This evidence is that you made a pre-booking on the 17th of July 2014 at 12:33 Then on the same day, 17 July 2014 at 12:45, you went in person to pay the pre-booking fee of 108 rand.
Superintendent Matlola uchazile noma ke umnikezele ngobufakazi bokuthi mhla ka-17 uJuly kunyaka ka-2014 uye wabhukha ke wena ngesikhathi saka 12:33 kwase kwathi ngalo lolo suku lolo waseke uyafika wena mathupha ngo-12:45 wase ukhokha ke yona leyo mali engange 108 rand.
And we see there's a withdrawal, there's a withdrawal of 200 rand.
Manje ke siyabona la ukuthi ke kuye kwakhishwa ke imali engango 200 rand.
And on your version, it is a fact you were in Gauteng on the 17th of July 2014, as you went in person to Brakpan DLTC.
Lokho kusho ukuthi ke wawukhona la eGoli wena mhla ka-17 kuJuly kunyaka ka-2014 ngoba waziyela wena lapho kuleyo ndawo ukuthi uyoqinisekisa ke i-booking leyo uyenzile. Kwakumele ukuthi uye wena mathupha.
Yebo ngoba ngishilo ukuthi eGoli bengiza ngizokwenza lokho engikwenzayo.
Yes, as I've already stated that I would come to Gauteng and do what I have to do
Kodwa ngilibele ngihlala ekhaya.
whilst residing at home.
Now, you wrote the actual test at Brakpan on the 22nd of July, 5 days later.
Ubhaleke i-test yakho yeLearners mhla ka-22 kuJuly insuku ezinhlanu kwenzeke le transaction.
So are you saying you went to Brakpan DLTC on the 17th of July 2014 to pay the 108 rand, went back home to KZN, then came back on the 22nd of July 2014?
Manje ke ithini inkulumo yakho uthi wena ke uye lapha e-DLTC mhla ka-17 July 2014 waseke uyakhokha waphindela ekhaya futhi wasuyabuya futhi mhla ka-22 July usuzobhala.
Engikushilo ukuthi mina uma ngisuka ekhaya kunento engizoyenza eGoli ngiyasuka ekhaya ngizokwenza lento eGoli. Ngasho ngathi mangiqeda ukufeyila eBlackpan ngiye ngabuye ngathatha isikhathi ngaya ePostbank ngayo booka same day. Mangiqeda ukubooka same day ngiqeda ukufeyila eBlackpan mangiqeda ukubooka same day ePostbank ngalala ngabuyela ekhaya futhi ngayohlala ekhaya ngalindela idate leyo ukuthi kumele ngizobhala ngayo kuphi ePostbank.
I did say that as and when I have to come to Gauteng to do something, I would come and do that and return back home. But now what happened here, I failed the test in Brakpan and then made use of that day to book in Boksburg. So on that day, I booked after failing in Brakpan, I made a booking in Boksburg and then slept over to Walal, wasuhamba ngelanga elandelayo.
Yeah.
I slept over on that day and then went back home to go and wait for the day in which I was going to write my test for the learners.
But we're talking about the dates between 17 July 2014. Remember, 17 July, you go in person to Brakpan DLTC to pay the 108 rand in order for you to sit for the learner's exam on the 22nd of July 2014.
Udaba la ukuthi ke mhla ka-17 July 2014 uyahamba wena mathupha uyaziyela lapha e-DLTC uyokhokha le mali engango 108 rand ukuthi ke uzokwazi ukubuya futhi uzobhala mhla ka-22.
So between the question is between the 7, did you go back after that, after making an appointment on the 17th of July 2014 and came back on the 27th of July 2014 to sit for the learner's exam? Or what did you do in between the two dates of 17 July 2014 and 22 July 2014?
Manje ke phakathi kwalezi insuku ezimbili ke ngoba ke wena ubhukha mhla ka-17 July 2014 uzobhala mhla ka-22 July 2014 phakathi le insuku lezi ezimbili bekwenzakalani?
No, angamele kumele ngikhumbule ukuthi kwenzakalani kumele ngibone ukuthi i-17 zazinini zona ngoba uthothi maku-weekend ngenze ngihambe ngemoto ezize emakhaya ngibuye futhi thothi ngiyabuya ngeSonto or nini bese ngiqhubeka ngizobhala ngalolu suku. Uma ukuthi kwaku-Monday ngizolinda ngibhale ngalolu suku engithole ngale date bese ngimangiqeda lapho bese ngiyahamba.
If I'm requested to state where as to what I did in between the 2 days, I would then have to see as to when was the 17th, because if it fell on a weekend, then it means I would take that opportunity to drive in with the motor vehicles or cars that are driving down to the homelands and then come back. But if it's within the week or during the week, then I'll have to then wait so that I can then write.
ngoba zona lezi nsuku lezi mina ngikhohliwe ngikhunjiswa umshushisi ngosuku oluso kwenzakala ukuthi ngosuku oluso kwenzakala ukuthi
And-
mina vele bengikhohliwe angisazikhumbuli so akukho lula ukuthi ngakhumbula ukuthi kwakwenzakalani phakathi kwalezo nsuku lezo zoyi-2.
Furthermore, I've forgotten about these dates. It is only that the prosecution is showing them to me or pointing them out to me that I remember them, but I had forgotten about them. So it would be difficult for me to can say as to what I did within the 2 days.
As indicated to between the 17th and the 22nd, there were withdrawals. Firstly, the 200 rand on the 17th of July 2014 at Magic Meats ATM Center, Katlehong. Then on the 19th July 2014, withdrawal 300 rand at Naledi Shopping Center AC Katlehong. 21st July 2014, a withdrawal of 300 rand at Naledi Shopping Center, Katlehong. That is a day just before your learner license test on the 22nd of July 2014.
Kuke kwaba khona ke kusetshenziswa kwaleli khadi noma kwakhishwa ke imali einsukwini zona lezo. Mhla ka 17 kuJuly ku2014 kwakhishwa imali engango 200 rand. Khona lapha eMagic Meats ATM Center eKatlehong. Kwase kwathi nangelanga elilandelayo kwakuzi 19 kwakhishwa ke imali engange 300 rand khona lapha eNaledi Shopping Center eKatlehong. Bese kwathi ke mhla ka 21 usuku ngaphambi kokuthi ke uyobhala ilearners yakho wakhishwa ke imali engango 300 rand khona lapha eNaledi Shopping Center AC eKatlehong.
Yebo ngiyabona.
Yes, I can see that.
Are you still maintaining that you don't remember who the person is who conducted those transactions?
Usamile enkulumeni yakho ethi yena wena usakhumbula ukuthi ubani owenza le transaction.
Namanje ngiphinda ngiyasho kunzima ukuthi ngakhumbula ukuthi ubani oyi-withdraw la ngalesi sikhathi lesi noma even ngikhona la eGoli noma yimi noma umbali so akulula ukuthi ngikhumbule ngoba sekunesikhathi eside lento yenzeka.
I did say that it's difficult for me to point out as to which transactions were performed by myself or Mbali, because when I'm in Gauteng, I would also use the card or she would also use the card. So it is not easy for me to pinpoint withdrawals that were made by me or by Mbali. And it's been a long time now that this thing happened.
Ukuba mhlambe i-draw ngeyi-22 yabhala i-black pan ngabe ngiyakhumbula ukuthi yimi engawithdraw la.
If this was stated that it was withdrawn, the withdrawal was made on the 22nd and it's written Brakpan, then I would say I remember that it was myself.
Well, we put it to Mr. Sibiya that you are the one who made those withdrawals from the 10th of January 2014 up to 1 October 2014 using the Standard Bank account.
Nomzana Sibiyake, sithi kuwe wena umuntu ke wasebenzisa leli card kusukela mhla ka 1 kuJanuary kunyaka ka 2014 kufikela kumhla ka 10 mhla ka 1 kuOctober ku2014 wena wawusebenzisa ke leli card lase Standard Bank.
Angazi ukuthi umshushisi uthi yimi ngoba aye ngibona ngilisebenzisa noma umbono wakhe lo awubekayo kodwa mina engushoyo ilokho kwakwenzeka namanje lokho engichaza ukuthi mina ngithi anginalo ulwazi oluphelele ukuthi ubani wayisebenzisa ikhadi ngesikhathi esisona ngesikhathi esisona ngoba sasebenzisa ikhadi siba yi2.
Mr. Prosecutor, I don't know if you are saying that I'm the one who was using this card because you saw me physically using the card, or it is your opinion that I had used this card, but I still say that I do not know, I do not remember as to who was using this card, when and where.
Lokho into engangibatshela ukuthi angazi lutho ufaka senzo mina bethi ngiyazi njengoba umshushisi ngayithi yimi engangisebenzisa le card leli eqinisekisayo.
In the same breath that I had told Gininda that I do not know anything about the death of Senzo, and I'm still saying to you that I also do not know about these withdrawals.
Yes. Now, as you've already indicated, you also had an account with Capitec. We are now going to look at the Capitec account. This is Exhibit Triple E, in brackets 1. If I can ask you to turn to, on the first page, those are your personal particulars. Your ID number, 8601215933083. And it says client, Mr. Muzika Kulelwa Sibiya. It gives the account number 1146341790, and it says statement period 1 January 2014 to 30 June 2015. Then on the second page, at the top, the account number appears there, 1146341790. Says account type, savings account. Customer name, Mr. Muzika Kulelwa Sibiya, MS. And it says open date, 01/02/2007. Do you confirm that?
Account number yakho ke iyavela, account number ke yele Capitec account iyavela la ithi 1146341790. Yasho ukuthi ke uhlobo lwe-account savings account. Uyasho ke ukuthi umuntu owavula ke noma ke uyikhasimende elalivula le account uMnumzane Muzika Ukhulelwa Sibiya. Uyasho ke ukuthi iyavulwa nini ke yavulwa mhla ka-1 kuFebruary unyaka ka-2007.
Yes, then in the middle of the page says client generic inquiry, says Sibiya, your ID number, then address 43 Sutu Hostel, Botha Drive, Vosloorus South, says Raslu.
Bese ke imininingwane ke elandelayo imininingwane yekhasimende kuyasho ke ukuthi i-customer number iyasho ukuthi 1124060441 bese kuthi ke isibongo uSibiya, i-ID number 8601215933083, and then yasho ke ukuthi ikheli lithi 43 Sutu Hostel Botha Drive Vosloorus South Raslo.
Ngiyocela umshushisi la athi khona i-date yokuvula leli ikhadi leli zi-1 February 2007. 2007 bengenawo neyodwa i-account mina yebhenke nje bengasebenzisi bengenabhenke 2007. Ibhenke engiqala ukulivula bangithola umsebenzi 2008 ngiyavula i-Standard Bank, lona bhenke engaqala ukuba ne-bank account ngayo. Lo 2007 lo angwazi ukuthi umshushisi uthatha kuphi noma laba benze lento bayithatha kuphi 2007.
Firstly, I would like the prosecutor to fix this 2007 or clarify this 2007 February to me, because when I first gained employment, I used Standard Bank, which was in 2008. So I do not know anything about this 2007. I do not even know where they get this 2007 that's written here.
Yes. Well, it says cell phone number, it gives your cell phone number 079 3790137.
I-cell phone number ke number kamakhalekhukhwini ithi 079 379 0137.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then the next page is a copy of your ID document.
Bese ke lana ke i-copy yakamazisi wakho.
Then the next 3 pages are the statements themselves.
Bese ke kuthi kuleli khasi lelo lesithathu uqala ke i-bank statement.
Yeah, kodwa kunale 2007 engayazi ukuthi ngizothi ingeyani.
I still have an issue with this 2007. What is it for?
Now, according to you, when did you open this account? The
Ngokuya
Capitec
ngawe.
bank account.
Ngokuya ngawe wena wayivula nini i-account yase-Capitec?
Angisazi ngivuleni kodwa ngithi 2007 ngiyazi bengena bank account bengasebenzi bengena nix ibheke engiqala ukuba nalo 2008 mangaqala ukuthola umsebenzi 2008 February ngavula i-account yase Standard Bank.
I don't know when I opened this Capitec account, but I'm still maintaining that in 2007 I never had any bank account because I was unemployed. I only started having a bank account in 2008 when I gained employment.
Yes. Can we then look at the transactions?
Ngabheka ama-transaction.
Ngebank engalazi ukuthi livulwe nini.
Concerning a bank that I do not know as to when was it opened.
Ngoba le date ebhalwe la I date engayazi le mina angiyazi total lento le ebhalwe la umhla ka 1 February 2007 angazi ngibe ne account ngalelo langa lelo angazi ngibe na le account le Capitec emva ngolokho ngo 2007.
So you want to us to proceed with this statement wherein there's a 2007 date that I do not know about because I did say that I did not have any account prior 2007. I was unemployed. So this is 1st of February 2007. I know nothing about. I never had a Capitec account in 2007.
Well, Mr. Sibia, you've already mentioned that you had a Capitec account.
Kodwa bosushilo nje ukuthi unayo i-Capitec account.
Yebo ngina Capitec account kodwa angazi ngibe nayo ngomhla ka 1 February 2007.
Yes, I do have a Capitec account, but I did not have it on the 1st of February 2007.
Kusimple ukuthi makukhona izinto wrong eyivela so ngiyirize ukuthi wrong zizoba ngakanani ezinye izovela ngapha wrong.
I think it's important for me to raise issues like this. If I'm seeing something wrong on this document, to say it now here, because what more than on the bank statement?
Ngoba ngiyasho ibheke engiqala ukuba nalo Standard Bank 2008.
Because I'm saying that the first bank account that I had was in 2008, which is Standard Bank.
Yes. It's fine, Mr. Sibia. The fact of the matter is that you did have a bank account with Capitec. You say you did not open it on the day that is reflected here, but the fact of the matter is that you did have an account, and according to you, you placed Mbali in possession of the bank card pertaining to this account. Is that correct?
Yebo ke mnumzane Sibiya siyakuzwa konke lokho ukuthi ke wena unayo ke i-bank account noma ke uphikisana nephuzu lokuthi ilanga noma usuku elavulwa ngalo uyaphikisana naloko wena kodwa ke i-bank account yase-Capitec yona unayo uchaze futhi nokuthi ke uMbali uyena umuntu ke wamnikeza ke amakhadi wakho wasebhangi.
Yes. So,
Mr. Sibia says, I never had a bank account that I opened with Capitec Bank in 2007, 1st of February. My very first bank was opened in 2008 when I got my first employment, and it was also with Standard Bank. So the information that is contained in this bank account, in this account that was opened at Capitec Bank in 1st of February 2007, I don't know anything about that. That simply means everything that is got to do with that account that was opened on that day, that has got nothing to do with Mr. Sibiya. If the state wants to proceed with proving that this was indeed his Capitec Bank, they need to come up with information that will also satisfy Mr. Sibiya in his understanding of the date in which he opened it. But it totally refutes this one, unless the state's proof beyond reasonable doubt that this was in fact his account. Thank you, Madam.
Yes, Mr. Baloyi.
Well, my lord, the fact of the matter is these bank statements were not disputed. That is the first thing. And secondly, Mr. Sibiya himself doesn't dispute that he held an account with Capitec. He says he gave a card that is linked to this account to his girlfriend. The only issue that he has, my lord, is about the date. And the date, my lord, it's, as far as we're concerned, it's neither here nor there, my lord. It's about the transactions that cover the period 1 January 2014 to 30 June 2015. That is what it's all about, my lord. The transactions themselves. As to when the account was open, we submit, my lord, that it's neither here nor there, my lord.
The date is very material because that simply symbolizes or indicates the date on which Mr. Sibiya and the bank came into an agreement. This is a contractual agreement. So I don't understand when the state says the date is immaterial. The date becomes very material to symbolize the agreement that Mr. Sibiya and the bank had on the date on which Mr. Sibiya became Capitec Stein. Mr. Sibiya does not say, I can't remember the date on which I entered into this contractual agreement with Capitec. He says in 2007 specifically, I never had a contractual agreement with Capitec Bank. So the date here becomes very paramount because it symbolizes the kind of a relationship, the date on which the relationship between him and the bank started. Thank you, my lord.
Yes, Mr.
My lord, we don't want to rehash our arguments, but what advocate Nis is saying is it has to be shown that there's a contractual agreement between Capitec and Mr. Sibiya, but Mr. Sibiya doesn't dispute that. He says there was an agreement between me and Capitec. I held an account. I had a card that was linked to that account. I gave it to my girlfriend, Mbali. The only thing at this point, my lord, it's about the transactions which cover the period 1 January 2014 and 30 June 2015, unless if the defense disputes now the transactions, that is something different. But once again, we'll then refer to the provisions of Section 236, as well as the admissions that were made. We went through Section 236. It simply says if anyone disputes the entries in the accounting records, then they have to make a request to the court for the accounting officer from that bank to come and give evidence, my lord. But Section 236 says it's prima facie proof of the entries that were made in the account, and we submit, my lord, that we are entitled to proceed on the basis of section 236.
Yes, Mr. Mnisi, what do you want to do?
That is a misapplication, my lord. Of
Pardon?
section. That's a misapplication.
What's that?
It's a misapplication
What's the misapplication?
of section 236.
Let's read it again. Let's read it again so that we must go to school. Let's
Certainly, my
read it
lord.
again.
The heading is proof of entries in accounting records and documentation of banks. Section 236, subsection 1. The entries in the accounting records of a bank and any document which is in the possession of any bank and which refers to the said entries or to any business transaction of the bank shall, upon the mere production at criminal proceedings of a document purporting to be an affidavit made by any person who in that affidavit alleges A, that he is in the service of the bank in question, B, that such accounting records or document is or has been the ordinary records or document of such a bank, C, that the said entries have been made in the usual and ordinary course of the business of such bank, or the said document has been compiled, printed, or obtained in the usual and ordinary course of the business of such a bank, and D, that such accounting records or document is in the custody or under the control of such bank, B, prima facie proof at such proceedings of the matters, transactions, and accounts recorded in such accounting records or document. This is our argument, my lord, that these entries constitute prima facie proof. There is an affidavit from the official of the bank that accompanies this entry making this certification. And then subsection 2, any entry in any accounting record referred to in subsection 1 or any document referred to in subsection 1 may be proved at criminal proceedings upon the mere production at such proceedings of a document purporting to be an affidavit made by any person who in that affidavit alleges A, that he is in the service of the bank in question, B, that he has examined the entry, accounting record or document in question, and C, that a copy of such entry or document set out in the affidavit or in an annexure thereto is a correct copy of such entry or document. Subsection 3, any party at the proceedings in question against whom evidence is adduced in terms of this section or against whom it is intended to adduce evidence in terms of this section may, upon the order of the court before which the proceedings are pending, inspect the original of the document or entry in question and any accounting record in which such entry appears or of which such entry forms part, and such party may make copies of such document or entry, and the court shall, upon the application of the party concerned, adjourn the proceedings for the purpose of such inspection or the making of such copies. So in other words, my lord, this subsection says if the defense questions the entries then they have to make an application to the court to inspect the original of the document, to inspect the original of this entry. And they may also make copies of the original. That is the route, my lord. That,
Yeah, fine. But the main thing is that document was submitted in terms of section 220. Is that so or not?
Yeah, we just checking, my lord, as to what.
In the meantime, just read section 220 so that we are all educated. Just read.
Well, the heading says admissions.
Is that section 220?
Yes, section
Yeah,
220.
Right, just read it.
An accused or his or her legal advisor or the prosecutor may, in criminal proceedings, admit any fact placed in issue at such proceedings, and any such admissions shall be sufficient proof of such fact.
Right. But the other thing is, that document, it has got Mr. Sibia's name, the two names and the surname, is that so?
Yes, my lord, and
Right.
also his copies of his identity document.
And there is a photograph of him also.
Yes, copies of the
Yeah,
copies of
just
the
show him, maybe it's forgotten.
ID document.
Yeah, there's a copy of his ID document. There is his cell phone number. There is his ID number. There is also his address. Is that not so?
Yes, there's also his address, my lord,
So,
that we place on record.
so that is prima facie proof. Mr. Mnisi, if he wants to dispute that, he's got the right to do it. But you can proceed if you want to.
As the court pleases. Mr. Sibia will then deal with the transactions. The first one is dated 22 September 2014. It's a branch cash deposit, says in brackets, notes, at Foslores Naledi Mall, Foslores. There was a branch cash deposit fee levied and also an SMS notification fee. So on 22 September 2014, you made a branch cash deposit in the amount of 100 Rand.
Mhla 22 September ke kunyaka ka 2014 waya ke wayodeposita imali engango 100 rand imali ephatheka imali ephepha lapha ke ebranchini yase Foslorus eNaledi.
Ngizophinda ngiqale ekuqaleni futhi ngingaqhamuki sengikhuluma ngezimali ezifakiwe. Leli khadi leli leCapitec nalo belihlala kumbali. Bengisebenzisa naye elisebenzisa.
Before I comment with deposits that have been made to this bank account, I would like first bring it to attention that this Capitec card also was kept by Mbadi. She was also using it and I was also using it.
Yes.
Ukudeposita ungadepositela ngisho na umuntu ongamazi omaziyo ongahlala lapho ohlala khona noma omunye womuntu ongesiwena noma ongesiyena umbali umuntu okudeposita ngadeposita noma ngabe ubani.
And any other person can make a deposit to you. If it's Mbadi can make a deposit or any other person who is not residing in the same area. So anyone can make a deposit to your account.
Yes, but this was a branch cash deposit at Foslores Naledi.
Mabathi ke branch kusho ukuthi umuntu wakhona wangena ngaphakathi wayifaka ngaphakathi imali ebranchini yakhona eFoslorus eNaledi.
Ngiyayibona.
I can see that.
Kodwa lokho engikusho ukuthi uma udeposita ungena ngaphakathi ebhenke uyahamba uyodepositela omunye umuntu imali noma ngesiwena.
It is possible what I'm saying, that even if you enter into the branch, you can deposit money for someone else, even if you can deposit money, but even if it's not yourself.
But in this particular instance, what are you saying? Was it you, was it Mbali, or you cannot remember?
Manje kulolu daba ke esuluphethe manje uthi uwela noma umbali noma uwe.
Mawukhuluma ngedeposit ngoba ngisho ukuthi deposit ngingahamba ngiyodepositela umuntu wasekhaya mina. Kule branch mhlawumbe iCapitec ngihambe ngiyongena ngaphakathi eCapitec ngifike ngithi ngifakela inamba eso imali eso. So angikho kwiposition ukuthi ngingaphawula ukuthi umbani noma ubani waye deposita le mali noma yima angikho kuleyo position leyo.
I'm not in a position to can state whether it was Mbali who made this deposit or myself, because as I've stated that it's possible that you go into the branch and then give them a number that you want to send the money to and deposit money to a person who is in the homeland. So at this point, I'm not in a position to can say whether it was Mbali or not.
On 29 September 2014, there's a branch card replacement fee of 40 rand. So that means it could only have been you, Mr. Sibiya,
Manje ke
who
mhlaka
could ask for a card replacement.
29 kuSeptember kunyaka 2014 ke kuyabonisa la ukuthi ke kwaba khona ukushintshwa kwecard. Manje ke lokho kusho ukuthi uwena ngokufanele ke ukuthi uye lapho mathupha ngoba uwena kuphela okwazi ukuthi ungashintsha leli card.
Yebo ngenzeka imashitshe icard mawukuthi kwashitshwa icard ngalelo langa.
It's possible that I'm the one who had changed the card if it happened on that day.
And where was the branch? Where was the branch where your account was held?
Be branch ya lapho account yakho yayivula khona kukuphi?
Ngikhumbula ukuthi leli card lela ngivulele iseti.
If I remember correctly, I think this card I opened it at Lisedi.
It said it's in Phosphorus.
It's a Phosphorus leli Lisedi.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that means that on the 29th of September 2014, you were in Gauteng on your own version.
Manje njengokusho kwakho nje kule nkulumo yakho iyodwa usho ukuthi wena mhla ka-29 wawukhona la eGoli.
Ukuthi angiqonde mayithi branch card angithi mayithi branch card noma kuthiwa ngena kumuphi uCapitec ingaveza kanje ubranch ngoba kuse branchini vele nakhona ngaphakathi or mayiveze kanje isukukhomba ukuthi ila owenzela khona icard.
What puzzles me here is that I think if you go to any branch of Capitec anywhere, it would reflect as branch as in a branch. So are you saying this one, is it stating as to where the actual branch where I opened the account or what?
Yeah, it says branch card replacement. It's a replacement of a card that happened at the branch.
Ubhala ukuthi la branch card leli lishintshwe ke branchini. So kusho ukuthi umuntu okhona wangena ngaphakathi branchini aka Capitec washintsha ke card.
Ingakho ngifuna ukuthola kumshushisi ukuthi uma icard ulenze elisethi ePhosphorus likulahlekele use Cape Town uhambe uyongena eCapitec yase Cape Town iyobhala kanjena noma iyobhala ngokwehlukile uma ungene ebranchini engesiyona leyo uvule kuyo icard na.
My question is that if you opened your bank account in Lisedi in Phosphorus and you happen to lose your bank card in Cape Town and you go in to the Cape Town branch, Capitec Cape Town branch, and you replace the card, will the entries be the same? And will it be the same as the one in Cape Town or of the one in Phosphorus Lisedi? Will it reflect the same way?
Just look at the previous transaction, Mr. Sibiya, of 22 September 2014, where there was a deposit at the branch. It says branch cash deposit, and it says Phosphorus Naledi Mall. Then,
These are two things that are not the same. A card and a deposit, branch deposit and a branch card are two different things. I think Mr. Sibiya is well within his right to request the asker of the question to clarify him so that when he responds to a question that has been clarified, to respond to a question that he understands. It's no use to refer him to the previous transaction, because the previous transaction speaks about a branch deposit and not a branch cut. So these are two different things, my lord. And he actually made a very sterling example that when you open a branch, when you open an account at Foslores and they give you a card at Foslores, you travel to Cape Town. When you Cape Town, you lose that very same card, and then you get into the same brand of bank in Cape Town. What will be the annotation on the statement? That's a very sterling example.
Yes.
Well, my lord,
In any event, I realize, my lord, that it is 15:30. It's 3:05. It's 3:30, my lord. I would request that we adjourn. Meanwhile, the state go and think of a clarification that they can give to Mr. Sibiya tomorrow, my lord.
we're giving no clarification. We're giving on what stands here. And Mr. Sibiya's duty is to answer the question. We put it to Mr. Sibiya that according to the entry here, there was a branch card replacement fee of 40 rand. What is your comment?
Uthi uPaul uthini ke ngale mali ethi branch uthi wakhokhiswa ke imali engango 40 rand ngapha kule phepha le. Ukuthi ke washo wakhokhiswa imali engange 40 rand ukuthi ke kushintshwe leli card ngaphakathi ebranchini.
Usekatolo ngiyithola ngiphendula into ongesiyona okumele ngiyiphendule uma ngizothola umbuzo ongangicaciseli kahle ukuthi uma ngenze ikhadi la eGoli bese ngiyasuka ngiya eCape Town ngifike ngilahlekelwe ikhadi eCape Town bese ngingena ku Capitec yangaphakathi eCape Town kuyobhala okwehlukileni kunalokho okubhalwe la ngoba kungenzeka ukuthola ukuthi kubhala into efanayo so mina bese ngithi mina hayi ngangikuphatha uthola ukuthi leli card leli angikwenzanga la engithi mina ngikwenze khona ngoba ngiphoqelwa umshushisi ukuthi angiphendule iAnswer noma ngingacaciselike umbuzo ukuthi umbuzo ubheke kanjani mina ngifisa ukuthi ngiphendule umbuzo sengicaciselekile ukuthi umbuzo mawuso usho ukuthi ngoba ngelinye ilanga ngiyophendula bese ethi ngaphendula kanti mina ngangahlosile ukuphendula le mpendulo le mpendulo lefanele abe ngiyayiphendula ngiphendule enye impendulo efuna umshushisi kanti mina akusiyona impendulo engifisa ngabe ngiyayiphendula noma kumele ngabe ngiyayiphendula.
My lord, I find myself in a difficult position wherein I have to answer to something that I do not understand, as I've requested that the prosecutor clarifies to me that if I open my card in Lesedi Foslores, then I'm in Cape Town, I lose my bank card in Cape Town, I go into the branch in Cape Town and then apply for a new or change a new card or get a replacement card. Will it reflect the same way in the statement or in this manner that is reflected here? Or maybe I'll be answering to something and then the prosecutor will hold it against me at a later stage and say that I've answered this to something else that I did not have clarity on.
Mr. Sibiya, we're not here to speculate. This is your account and this is your bank. There's an entry here that says branch card replacement fee. Did you go into the branch to replace the card? Yes or no? That is what is asked of you.
Asiqageli lana mhlambi noma sikhuluma izinto ongasizona lana sithi lana kune transaction eyenzakele la ikhombisa ke ukuthi kuye kwaba khona ukushintshwa kwekhadi manje ufuna ukwazi umshushisi ukuthi ke uye wangena yini ngaphakathi ebhangi eCapitec wayoshintsha ikhadi yebo noma cha.
Umshushisi ubuzile lo mbuzo lo ngasho ngathi ikhadi ngishitshile wathi yena kusho ukuthi ngangisendaweni eso uma ngishintsha ikhadi ngathi mina angeke ngikwazi ukuba ukuphendula lapho ngicela ukuthi engicacisele ukuthi uma kwenzakala lento le kubhalwa umbhalo oso ubranch banibani ukhomba ukuthi ula owenzele khona ikhadi yini na.
The prosecutor have asked me this question and then I've answered and said yes, I changed the card. But I then further inquired from the prosecutor as to whether if I open my branch, my account rather, in a branch in Lesedi Foslores, will it reflect the same as the place
Yes.
wherein I made the card replacement card?
So you can see that you changed the card. Can you remember whether this happened at your branch in Fosloris Naledi?
Uyavuma-ke ukuthi yebo lishintshile ikhadi. Usakhumbula yini ukuthi-ke ukushintsha kwakho ikhadi lokho wakwenza le eNaledi eFosloras noma?
ikhadi ngilishitshile or ikhadi lilimele ngangena ngaphakathi ngoba kusho kanjalo la ngalungisa ikhadi kodwa ukuthi ngangikuphi akukho la kubonisa khona la ukuthi ngangikuphi.
Yes, the card was damaged. Yes, I replaced the card. But here in this document, it does not reflect as to where was I. I went into the branch, but it does not reflect as to where was I or which branch.
As you could please, my lord, will this be an appropriate time to adjourn until tomorrow?
Okay.